Can peace truly overcome violence? Can non-violence lead to independence? These are questions that were answered by a man born in the small city of Porbandar, Gujarat, in western India, in the year 1869. This man was none other than Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, better known as Mahatma Gandhi. In his early life, Gandhi was deeply influenced by the values of truth and non-violence, which were deeply ingrained in him by his parents. His mother, Putlibai, was a deeply religious woman who often fasted for spiritual purification and self-discipline. Gandhi's father, Karamchand Gandhi, was the chief minister of Porbandar, and his mother's spiritual and moral teachings significantly influenced Gandhi. This foundation laid the groundwork for a young man who would grow to challenge the might of the British Empire, armed with nothing more than his belief in peace and non-violence. A young man from Western India sets off on a journey that would change the face of his country and the world. The seeds of revolution are often sown in unexpected places. For Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, these unexpected places were the mines and courtrooms of South Africa. Far from his native India, Gandhi arrived in South Africa in 1893, a young lawyer eager to make his mark. Little did he know that his 21-year stay in this foreign land would shape his philosophy, his methods, and ultimately, his destiny. South Africa at the turn of the 20th century was a country divided by race, and Gandhi, despite his education and profession, was not immune to the harsh realities of racial prejudice. He experienced firsthand the indignities of racism, from being thrown off a train for refusing to leave a first-class compartment, to being denied entry into hotels and post offices because of his skin color. These incidents sparked a flame within him, a flame that would grow into a beacon of resistance against injustice. During his time in South Africa, Gandhi began to develop his philosophy of satyagraha, or truth force. This philosophy, rooted in the principles of courage, nonviolence, and truth, became the cornerstone of Gandhi's fight against injustice. He led Indian miners in a massive strike, organized a march against the Asiatic Law Amendment Ordinance, and founded the Natal Indian Congress to fight for the rights of Indians in South Africa. But Gandhi's time in South Africa was not just about struggle. It was also a time of deep introspection and personal growth. He experimented with simple living and vegetarianism, practices that would become integral parts of his life and philosophy. He studied the world's religions, finding common threads of truth and compassion that transcended cultural and geographical boundaries. South Africa was where Gandhi the lawyer became Gandhi the activist, where Mohandas became Mahatma, the great soul. It was a crucible of change, a place that challenged him, shaped him, and ultimately forged him into a leader of extraordinary resilience and vision. South Africa, a land far from home, became the crucible for Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence and peaceful resistance. In 1915, Gandhi returned to India, a man transformed, ready to fight for his country's independence. The knowledge and experience he had accrued during his 2-decade-long stay in Africa had equipped him to stand up against the oppressive colonial rule of the British Empire. Gandhi's return marked the beginning of a significant chapter in India's fight for freedom. His methods were unconventional, yet powerful. He chose the path of nonviolence, a philosophy he termed satyagraha, meaning insistence on truth. He believed that non-violent resistance could awaken the conscience of oppressors and make them realize the injustice they were perpetrating. One of his most iconic campaigns was the civil disobedience movement, launched in 1930. This non-violent protest against the British salt tax is famously known as the March to the Sea. Gandhi, along with thousands of his followers, embarked on a 240-mile journey on foot to the coastal village of Dundee. There, he picked up a handful of sea salt, openly defying the British law that prohibited Indians from producing or selling salt. This simple act of civil disobedience sent shockwaves throughout the British Empire and across the world, drawing international attention to India's fight for independence. But Gandhi's fight wasn't just against the British. He also fought against social evils within the Indian society like untouchability and caste discrimination. He advocated for the upliftment of the poor, the rights of women, and unity among different religious communities. And he did all this without once resorting to violence. Gandhi's peaceful protests shook the foundations of the British Empire and inspired millions. His unique methods of peaceful protest and civil disobedience not only played a pivotal role in India's struggle for independence but also set a precedent for civil rights and freedom movements worldwide. His life and work continue to inspire and guide those who seek justice and peace through nonviolence and truth. Gandhi was not just a freedom fighter. He was a philosopher, a humanitarian, a beacon of hope. Indeed, his philosophy and actions have left an indelible mark on the world. Central to Gandhi's ideology was the principle of satyagraha. This Sanskrit term translates as truth force or soul force. It was his unique method of nonviolent resistance, a peaceful rebellion against injustice. Satyagraha was not a weapon of the weak. It required immense strength, patience, and most importantly, an unwavering commitment to truth. It was a means to transform an adversary, not to defeat them. Gandhi believed that true victory was achieved when the opponent was won over by love and respect, not by force or coercion. He used satyagraha as a powerful tool during the struggle for Indian independence, inspiring millions to join him in peaceful protests against the British rule. Beyond politics, Gandhi's philosophy also extended to his views on spirituality and service to mankind. He saw God not as a distant entity, but as truth and love that resided within every individual. To him, the path to spiritual growth was through selfless service to others. He famously said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Gandhi's contributions to human rights and peaceful protest are monumental. He championed the dignity of all individuals regardless of their caste, creed, or color. He fought for equality, urging his followers to break free from the shackles of societal norms that perpetuated discrimination and prejudice. His methods of peaceful protest have been adopted by numerous civil rights movements worldwide, proving the power of nonviolent resistance. Gandhi's philosophy and actions continue to inspire people around the world, even today. His life is a testament to the power of truth, love, and nonviolence. He showed us that change is possible, not through violence, but through peaceful means. He taught us that the greatest form of strength is not physical power, but moral courage. And most importantly, he reminded us that in the face of adversity, we must always hold on to our ideals and never compromise on our principles. Because in his words, in a gentle way, you can shake the world. On January 30th, 1948, Gandhi was assassinated. Yet, his legacy lives on. The shockwaves of his death reverberated across India and the world, leaving a void that was hard to fill. A beacon of peace had been extinguished, but the light of his ideas remained. Gandhi's assassination was a moment of profound grief, not just for India but for the world. It was a testament to the impact of his life and work that his death was mourned globally. Leaders and ordinary people alike expressed sorrow and shock, a testament to Gandhi's universal appeal and the resonance of his message. Yet, in death as in life, Gandhi's ideas and ideals lived on. His philosophy of nonviolence, of peaceful resistance, has remained relevant, providing a blueprint for many civil rights and freedom movements around the world. From Martin Luther King Jr.'s struggle for racial equality in the United States to Nelson Mandela's fight against apartheid in South Africa, Gandhi's influence is unmistakable. His teachings of tolerance and brotherhood remain just as pertinent today as they were in his lifetime. In a world increasingly divided by hate and prejudice, Gandhi's message of unity and mutual respect offers a path towards harmony and understanding. Gandhi's legacy is also evident in his enduring influence on India. His emphasis on self-reliance and rural development continues to inform policy decisions. His vision of an India free from poverty and injustice, where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive, is still a work in progress. So what is Gandhi's legacy? It is one of hope, of peace, and of enduring change. It is a legacy that transcends boundaries of nations and cultures, reaching into the hearts and minds of people around the world. It is a legacy that challenges us to question, to resist, and to strive for a better world. Gandhi's life and works stand as a testament to the power of peace and nonviolence. His legacy continues to inspire and guide us in our quest for justice and equality. His story is a reminder that change is possible, that love can triumph over hate, and that every individual has the power to make a difference. Gandhi's legacy lives on, an eternal symbol of peace and perseverance. Mahatma Gandhi, a man, a philosopher, a beacon of hope. His life was a testament to peacefulness and nonviolent struggle for justice. From his early days in Gujarat to his crucial role in India's fight for independence, Gandhi's commitment to peace and justice was unwavering. His philosophy of satyagraha, or non-resistance to evil, has not only shaped India's history, but also inspires millions around the world. His time in South Africa, his civil acts of disobedience, his unique protests like the famous March to the Sea, all of these reflect a man of deep conviction and immense courage. He was not just a freedom fighter, but a champion of human rights, awakening the true values of humanity over material gain. Mahatma Gandhi remains an eternal symbol of hope and inspiration for those who believe in the power of love and peacefulness. His life and works continue to resonate with us, reminding us of the power of peace and the strength of nonviolence.
That's a wrap for today, folks. If you enjoyed, tap that like button. Don't miss out on the fun. Subscribe to stay tuned. The excitement is just beginning.